Well, hello, I'm Eric, and welcome to my madness. So, I've got a few boxes that I just got from Hills Wholesale today for Star Trek, the card game, the customizable card game. I have a booster box of Mirror Mirror and a booster box of Trouble with Tribbles that I'll be opening. I also have two starter deck twos, and I got a small packet and a two-player game. I opened one of these on my stream on my videos a couple years ago. I'm not going to bother opening that again because I don't really need to. But I will be opening everything else that I have here. First thing I want to do is open this because this one should be my 7 of 9 in here. Foil 7 of 9. Let's see if I can. The foil looks better once it's out of the protective sleeves. Oh, yeah, a lot better. I regretted not getting one of these when I did my last order at Hills. Because at Hills, these are $8, where they're like 12 or 15 or $16 anywhere else. This is the Federation pack that goes into the two-player game. There's a Federation and a Klingon one. Hills only has the Klingon two-player introductory game, so I ordered another pack of these two. I'm looking to basically get duplicates of everything that I had. So now I'm going to move on to the two starter decks. These decks are basically Premier with, I think it's 8 card. Yeah, pretty sure it's 8 cards added to it. There's, I believe it's an event and 6 missions and an outpost. When the Premier set was released, it was 60 random cards, and the problem was that you really couldn't play with just a deck. You needed at least a few extra cards. Every deck needed to have at least 6 missions and an outpost. So they decided to add the whoop, wrong one. They decided to add a few cards to this to make it so that it was playable, at least moderately playable. So you have missions that have lots of affiliations on them, so you can go after it with Klingon, Romulan. Let's see, these ones are wrong way around. That one's Federation and non-aligned, non-aligned and Romulan. Federation Klingon and Dominion. Federation Romulan and Klingon. And Federation Romulan, Cardassian, Bajoran. So this gave you at least some missions that you had a chance of using, and then of course the decks usually came with at least a few missions because there were some common and uncommon missions as well. So with this, I'm looking to see what the rares are. I don't remember the position of the rares in here. Are you fatigued? There's another mission. So I've got 2 Federation missions. USS Sutherland. Of course, I have a few neutral characters. Here's another Federation mission. That's all 3. Data. Nice. So I wanted to get one of these because I'm putting together a few things, and I wanted a duplicate data. So now I have one. Dilemma. These are going to be all commons all the way down, I believe. Yeah, looks like it's just commons. I think there's like 13 or 15 uncommons on the top, then the 2 rares. I think it's 2 rares, and then all the way down. So what my plans are for the data is I have been collecting some cards to add to the Fajo collection. Amongst them, I have Data's body and Data's head. I added a Lal and a Sung android, and of course Data, so that Data and Lore can be together in the collection. As a matter of fact, maybe, since it's right here, we'll grab it and add Data in right now. So see, I've got the Fajo collector. I have Javis, which is Fajo's ship. I have the Fajo gallery. And let's see. Can't really see the bottom, but I moved a few cards over. Maybe I'll bring up the main camera here. So you can see on the last page, I have Sung. Ooh, let's see. Too much light. Yeah, tough to see it. This is Julia Trainer. That's Data's mother and Lore. Of course, I have the body and head. And then I have, let's see, that's Dr. Sung. I have the Sung type android, Lal, and Spot. So Data will go in his spot in the collection now. And isn't it nice to see all the dead Sung family members together? Of course, then I have in the middle, most of what's here is the rest of the Fajo collection. But yeah, now the entire Sung family can be together again in depth. Guess that's a little dark and bleak, but what the hell. So I've got a second here. Sure what I really need out of this. Any of the bridge crew, I guess, would be good. There's not much I really need out of Premiere. So, of course, here's the 8-card pack. These are the exact same cards as appear in the other deck that I got. But of course, this is completely randomized with the uncommons on top. Kevin Uxbridge, Hunt for DNA and Artifact. That one's definitely a rare. I think Hunt for DNA is a rare. And then it's going to be commons all the way down. I'm not going to bother going through the commons in Premiere. But I'm glad I got that data. So next I have my Trouble with Tribbles. Now, Trouble with Tribbles and Mirror Mirror, I have one complete set of that. What I'm looking to do is try to build a second complete set so that I can have one set in folders and one set playable. But, of course, in order to get that, I need to get the ultra rare. Both Trouble with Tribbles and Mirror Mirror have an ultra rare. The ultra rare in Trouble with Tribbles is Dr. McCoy. Of course, the packs have different characters on the front. There's 6 different ones. We got McCoy, Uhura, Kirk, Spock, Odo, and Worf. And I think that's all 6 of the different characters that are on it. on the top of the decks, or the top of the booster packs, I should say. And let's get my scissors here, because what I am wanting to do, I'm both too much of a collector and not rich enough to keep sealed product around. So I want to get into the cards inside the packs. But I want to keep the packs, I'll stuff them with extra common cards that I have, so that I can put them on display. Oh. So, Jem'Hadar. Not sure where the rare is in this. Yint. Guessing it might be on the bottom. Ooh, we got a misprint, is that? Or is that something on the top? It's a little bit of gunk on the top. Not sure if I can clean that off or not. Green Warship. Lieutenant D'Amato. So yeah, I'm not sure where the rare was in that. I think it was in the middle of the pack. Till I get something really good, I'm not going to be sure. Pretty sure that's a common or uncommon. Trouble on the Bridge again. 92nd rule of acquisition. Organian peace treaties. Oops. Wondering if that's the rare. Cue the referee. Pass. That could be the rare too. Of course, we're just having some discussion on the forums, or on the Facebook page, about where this comes from. The property mark for this is the customizable card game. So this picture is unique to this game. It actually came out of a never published video game. So if you can't figure out where the picture comes from, could be something weird like that. I would love to get a Dr. McCoy at least. One of the hard parts about building a second deck is a second set is going to be getting the ultra rares for these two sets. Panel overload, more Tribbles. Oops, Green Warship. Cue the referee again. Tribble Bomb. Bottom card that's the rare? I'm not sure. Yint again. Janak again. Live long and prosper. Trouble on the Station. Organian Peace Treaty. Oops again. Wayun's Warship. Now that one I know is the rare. So I'm guessing the last three are uncommons. And the fourth one up is the rare. That sounds about right. So I have to keep that in mind. We have another panel overload of Bajoran Phaser Bank. Lieutenant Grant from the TOS, Subspace Transporter, Suicidal Attack, Storage Compartment Door. That's to make the Tribble deck. Oh my god, I got the ultra rare. Thank god. That is an expensive card. Tribbles, Chain Reaction, and Felor. I think this dude is going for 80 bucks right now. Or at least I've seen it going for 80 bucks. So that just made putting together a Tribbles set a lot easier for me. Amalax, Treaty, Trouble on the Bridge, Int again. In the Trouble in the Engine Room, Starship Constitution, a Doorway, Make It So. I think that's the rare. Then we have Reginald, Lieutenant Watley, who made eyes at Dr. Bashir there, and a Chain Reaction. Property of Star Trek Armada, which is a video game. There's, I think, 3 cards from Star Trek with Star Trek Armada as the source. It's like 2 or 3, maybe 4. Because I know there's the USS Jupiter, which is from the game itself. It came packaged in the game as a bonus. Green Disruptor Burst, Space Station K7, there's the rare. Mondor Thopak, and a classic tricorder. So the, I think it's the Jupiter. It was a pack-in for the game. That one goes for a pretty good price now, too. Hugh gets the point. I think this is where Guinan stabbed him in the hand. 6 of 13, so random Borg. Lamb. Suicidal Attack. Another Doorway. Chain Reaction, so there's another Armada card. Lieutenant D'Amato, Robinson, and another tricorder. So that Chain Reaction was a was the rare. Not too worried. I don't really use the tactic cards in any of the decks that I'm trying to build or keep available to build. Romulan Bajoran Peace Treaty. Chinook, another Live Long and Prosper. Ancient Klingon in the Engine Room, Starship Constitution, Doorway, Karas. Okay, this is the Romulan captain on the, or commander on the Bird of Prey. Played by, I'm blanking on his name now. Same guy who played Spock's father. Can't think of the actor's name, just not coming to me. Obelisk of Masaka, Burial Ground, and Defend Homeworld. So this one, let's see, Seeds on the Table. A card at a Homeworld. Yeah, it's one of the few cards that plays like on your Homeworld card. Didn't really like how the Homeworld missions worked in this game, to tell you the truth. The thing about it is, in order to have your Homeworld, you had to have a mission that you couldn't beat, because you personally couldn't beat your own mission. Oops, I get in a bunch of these. Ferengi Infestation. Okay, I think that's the rare. That's one of the ones I was looking to get, I believe. Sokka and more Tribbles. So the only thing that would make this this better is if when I'm done with this, when I'm done with this and I go into the mirror and I get Mr. Spock. That would be awesome. But we'll finish this first. Panel Overload again. The Underdog. Trouble in the Station. Organian Peace Treaty. Another Oops. Galgathong. This is the bird of prey that Karas commanded, I believe. Yep, commanded by Karas during the incursion. So that's a good card. Another Watley and another Chain Reaction. So, Herod Marduk, Subspace Transportation, Trouble in the Transporter, Classic Type 2 Phaser, that's always nice. Starship Enterprise. That's another good one. That's one of those ones that's a chase. Any of the main characters or the main ship is a chase card in these sets, so. I mean, obviously the ultra rare is the ultra chase card, but everybody always wants the bridge crew and doesn't care as much about the other rares, so they tend to be a bit cheaper to buy as singles. I think I had a few doubles in the Trouble with Tribbles set amongst the main characters. Like, I'm pretty sure I had 2 Chekhovs, so I definitely needed the temporal investigation. I definitely needed the Enterprise and McCoy, so another Ferengi infestation. We look for things. Another gem. I'm sure I wanted the Ferengi infestation at one point. I think that's because it's a download card or a special card that combines with something else. I don't remember what now. I know I had it on my want list to get some extras, so it's not bad to get 2 or 3 of them. Just a little annoying. First Minister Shakar, that's the rare. That's not a bad rare either. And Nils Barris. Although what I really need is the more bridge crew, but we'll see. Acquisition, lineup, hint. Cardassian Bajoran Treaty, another oops. Security, executive authorization, home front. So executive authorization is the rare. Home front plays to on any homeworld, so that's one of the homeworld cards. Agricultural assessment. I think I was looking to get some extras of all the homeworld cards. That's one of the things the plays on homeworld are usable on homeworld. Panel overload, Dander Doug. We are Packlids. We want to be strong. We trade things. Suicidal attack, transport, and Captain Kirk. I think I have 2 of him though, so still, Captain Kirk is an excellent card to have. If nothing else, good to trade for some of the other bridge crew. So we have lineup: Marduk, Columbus. Let's see, more trouble, more tribble. Chula the drink. Okay, I think that's the rare. Unfortunately, not the best rare. Q-type android and another defend homeworld. Of course, that's uncommon, so not hard to get in this set. And another Amet Alox, Viridion, Marduk, Kared. So Chula, the way home. These Chula dilemmas. Chula was that stupid game that sucked the main cast into it. It was one of the worst stories on Deep Space Nine, but it made excellent dilemmas. I liked how they used it for about 8 dilemmas between the sets. Council of Warriors. I think that's the rare. Bot Prawn, 10 Tribbles, and Tribble Bomb. So yeah, the Council of Warriors is the rare. And Trouble on the Bridge. 6 13. More cards we've seen. Temporal Investigations. Trouble in the Transporter. Dominion Battleship. So despite this being a not universal, it's not generic, I forget what the term is, holy crap. But this not being a non-unique ship, because it's Dominion, it's rare because there weren't a lot of Dominion ships. Thopok and Kalana. Especially at this point, I don't think there were a ton. And the Dominion ships were generally interchangeable too. Classic Communicator. Lineup. Hugh gets the point again. And Bajoran Phasers. Storage Bay. Classic Phaser. And Scan Cycle. Check. That's a common. Ning 2 is the rare. Bird of Prey commanded by Core. Okay. Korax, Bajoran Shrine, and 1,000 Tribbles. Would like to see Spock, I think. I know I need him. Pretty sure I need Uhura and Scotty. I might have 2 Scotties. Don't remember. Lineup. Q gets the point. Transporter, Chula, Organian Peace Treaty. Barry Waddle is the rare. He's not too bad. Of course, in this set, there's also several Deep Space Nine main characters. There's a version of Worf. There's a version of Miles O'Brien. There's Odo. There's I think Kira is in this set as a rare, although she's like modern day, not the past version of Kira. Style Attack, Lieutenant Sulu. That's a good card. Agricultural Assessment, Robinson, and another tricorder. Yeah, the Kira from this set is like, let's see, there's Colonel Kira. I think that's the one from All Good Things or something. But there's Major Kira in this set. Commons. 100,000 Tribbles. This is one of the rares. I know I needed most of them. There's one I accidentally ordered a duplicate of. I ordered the wrong rare when I was ordering some to complete my first set, so I know I have one of them. I want to say it's the 100,000 Tribbles with Spock on it. Something like that. Or maybe it was with Kirk on it that I accidentally double ordered. I got some fills. Hey, there's Odo. Nice. Another main character. 10 Tribbles, Brack again, and Bilby. I did a few orders from Category 1 games. Good place to grab singles. Prices aren't too bad usually. Some of the rarer cards they charge a little bit extra, but most of the cards they charge about the same as market price, and a lot of people use them as market price, so it tends to hover around their pricing. And Trouble in the Engines, Green Disruptor Burst, Assigned Support Personnel, and then Lieutenant Bailey is the rare. Not a great character, or not a great card, but a rare, and I can use any of the rares I can get my hands on, so. Right now, if I got Spock, actually, I'd have most of the main cast. 6 of 13, Viridian, Starship Constitution, Tribble, another Chula, Mr. Spock. What do you know? 100 Tribbles and Instant. This has been a good pull. Holy crap, I got Kirk, Spock, McCoy, the Enterprise, and Sulu out of this. Can't ask for much better than that. And this is only the second box I've opened of these. I opened one about 10 or 12 years ago. So this is 10,000 Tribbles. This is the rare. Tumec and VR headset. And in the first box I opened, I pulled a McCoy. So I'm doing pretty good considering I think you get one out of every 6 boxes or something. It's 1 per 120 cards. Or 1 per 120 packs, which is what? There's 36, 60, 90, 100. It's 1 out of 4 boxes, give or take, you get the ultra rare. So, of course, I didn't get the Future Enterprise or the there's some Tribbles. I didn't get the Future Enterprise or Mr. Spock out of a box. Artifact, the Orb of Time, that's the rare. Pretty sure I have a couple of those. Well, I might have one that's a Reflections. I think I have a couple that are Tribbles. Val, Hugh gets the point. Science support personnel, another Chula home. Lamb, 100,000 Tribbles with Morph on it. A Bajoran Raider. That's not bad. Bajoran ships are always nice. There's not too many of them, so. Hero of the Empire. And one last pack. So if I get Chekhov or Uhura out of it, like I said, I think I have a Chekhov, so an Uhura out of it would be nice. That'd be nicely filling up my set. One Tribble, another Chula the way home. Third of 5. This, of course, is U, which is why he allows you to download U. The U is a, I forget if it's an event. I think it's an event. So if you play this board, you get to download the U event. So yeah, not too bad a pull out of this. I got U, I got some Tribbles, and my Orb of Time, more Tribbles. I got Spock, Odo, more Tribbles. I got Sulu, Dominion Battleship, Kirk, the Enterprise, K7, and of course I got McCoy. So that's a pretty good pull for the main cast and for cards in general from this set. I'm pretty happy with that. So now, gotta do a quick little bit of cleanup to pick up all these packs I got sitting here in my way. Plan is to repack all of these with spare commons from another game, and then I will put the display box on my shelf. Not quite as good as having a sealed or even an open box with sealed packs, but I can't afford to leave packs laying around right now. Maybe if I win the lottery or something, I'll start collecting sealed products. Until then, I just fake it. So now I have Mirror Mirror. Just dropped my pack of Federation cards from that introductory game. So this one, of course, the ultra rare is the Mr. Spock. But of course, all the main cast and the ISS Enterprise are all chase cards in this. And of course, here's a rule supplement, which I'm sure I lost somewhere along the way, years and years ago. Now this one, they didn't do anything fancy with the booster packs. All the booster packs have the same front on them. I really liked how they did the different facings for the booster packs, but in Trouble with Tribbles. Would have been nice to see that happen more often, but you know. Okay, I'm going to have to do something with the cards that I have here from Trouble with Tribbles, because they are starting to slide on me. So, just a moment while I rearrange things. I just flipped over to my other screen accidentally. I must have tapped a key. Okay. So again, I'm not sure where the rare is in here, but I'm guessing it's going to be the same position. Emergency conversion, 25th rule of acquisition, Roman Wilson. Marauder, Mr. Sisko. I think Mr. Sisko is the rare. It leaves me with 5 up and 5 down. So I'm not sure how that works. Agonizer, Rebel Interceptor. At 5 above it, 5 below it, and I'm not sure what's common and uncommon. It looked like the stuff underneath was uncommon. But I really don't remember how it works in this one, so. Rukor, Klingon. Let's see, Battle Cruiser. That's cool card. Wyatt Earp, Emblem of the Alliance. Loran, I'm pretty sure that's the rare. There's Mirror Dagger, Agony Booth. Yeah, Agony Booth. Self-Sealing Stumbles, Darza, and Baylock. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the rare. Right in the middle of the pack, 5 up, 5 down. I think the pack, let's see, is it 11 cards? I'm not sure how many commons and uncommons it's supposed to have. Blood Screening, Royal Casino, Treaty, Renox, Alliance Cavort, and Captain Dax. She's the rare. That looks like a common. That looks like a common. See, I think the 5 underneath it are commons. I don't know if the 5 above it are uncommons. It seemed kind of odd, but maybe there's more uncommons in the set. I really don't remember. I didn't look it up before I started either. So, another Mirror Dagger, Agonizer, Rebel Interceptor, Gorus, and Rook. Royal Casino Slots, Ensign Gaffrey, and Shuttle Pod. Would really love to pull a Spock. Or any of the main cast in Mirror Universe. Mr. Andrews, Vulcan Death Grip, Lavina. Dorza, another Baylock. He was on the bottom before, so they must put a couple of uncommons. A fast ship would be nice. That's the rare. Hostage Trade, Lieutenant Maru. Devano, Ferengi Whip, and Interceptor. At least I think a fast ship is the rare. That Lieutenant Moreau might be the rare. I think this set had both versions of her. One uncommon, one rare. I think the Mirror Universe version was the rare. It's been so long since I looked at the list. Chief Surgeon McCoy, that's nice. SS Constitution, couple of them. Another Crewman Wilson. Let's see, that Lieutenant Moreau, the Mirror Universe version of her was Kirk's Lover in the Mirror Universe episode, The Art of Diplomacy, Enhanced Attack Ship, Javik Len, and Feldamite Rush. And we have Vincent Davis, and Gannett, Transporter Chief Kyle, Korvac Terran Outpost, Nautilus Field Rare. I think I only have one of those, so that's nice to get. That's one of the things I hate about chasing cards, is that it's always the one that you need that you don't get. Well, it seems like it's always the one you need that you don't get. Maybe I'm just getting a little lucky. Sub-Commander Tal, Thrax, and Wayun of Borg is the rare. He's nice. I kind of like to have 3 of him because I'd like to have one version of him to put with the enhanced First Contact set. Sick Disruptor, Royal Casino Slots, and Federation Dominion Treaty. I'm Mr. Sisko there. First rare I pulled. But yeah, I'm looking to try to start putting together folder sets for all of my sets. Right now I had to settle for getting 2 silver border premiere sets so that I had actual full premiere sets. Chief Navigator Chekhov, another bridge crew, that is nice. Nice. The Emperor's New Cloak. Love to get a black border premiere set, but that's just too expensive for me. It's about $50 to get a silver border set. I think it's a couple hundred to get a black border set. It's just not worth it at this point. Some point in the future, maybe. Thomas Paris. That's not too bad. Of course, I was showing off. I have, let's see, is it right here or not? It's not right here right now. I have the white border version of Thomas Paris that comes in the first anthology set too. I just got that. ISS Enterprise, that's a good one. This one, I really liked the addition of this ship and the fact that it's Romulan and Klingon. I wish they'd done 2 versions of this. I don't think they did. I think maybe the continuing committee made a Klingon version of that. That was caused by budget issues in the original Star Trek series. They couldn't afford a new model, so they just reused the old Klingon model when they needed it for Romulans. Agony Booth and Kelvin Show Force. Emergency Conversion. Search for Rebels. More Stumbles. Another mirror wormhole. That was one of the annoyances of the Deep Space Nine set, is that the wormholes, they were uncommon. They weren't too horrible, but you needed at least 2 of them, maybe 1 or 2 on your deck also. So that made it tough to get your hands on them. And then Deep Space Nine itself was rare, which makes it an extremely expensive chase card. Smiley, Chief O'Brien in the alternate universe. Nice. Rotter, Aramax, and Tavor. So, in order to play Deep Space Nine properly, you needed one of the rare cards, and that's why that rare card's worth $100 when there are like $8 or $10 or less Deep Space Nine rare cards. Frickin' ridiculous. Hostage trade. Lieutenant Meru, Devana, Terran Rebel headquarters. That's the rare. Well, that kind of sucks, especially since I think I have a couple of those. Alliance Nor. Not that one's not two-sided. I think it's the Nor station in Deep Space Nine was also two-sided, like the regular Nor. And there's Terrak Nor. And there's Empok Nor, I think, too. Uhura. Okay, that's not too bad. Getting some of the bridge crew. Still like to see that Spock. The way things are going, I might have to hold off on trying to build the Mirror Universe set and buy at least one more box to try to chase Spock. At least get duplicates of all my rares before I break down and buy Spock, that's for sure. Tuvok, it's not too bad. So let's see, we have more self-sealing stun bolts, cloaking device, another battle cruiser, Gannett, Nurse Chapel. This is a regular universe Nurse Chapel. Terran Outpost, Emblem of the Empire. Yeah, I don't think there's a Mirror Nurse Chapel. She wasn't in that show, I don't think. That episode. Alliance Galore, Enhanced Attack Ship. So we have a couple of those. A Bajoran warship. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer. I think. See, I have him. No, not there. I think McCoy allows you to download any I'm a Doctor card, if I remember correctly. Download any I'm a Doctor card, yep. So I'm a Doctor, not a bricklayer can be downloaded with Dr. McCoy. There's, I think, only 3 I'm a Doctor cards, not including virtual cards from the continuing committee, of course. Romulan cloaking device, Emblem of the Alliance, crossover, overseer, and there's Marlena Moreau from the Mirror Universe. That's a rare. Cool, cool. Another Baylock. Search for Rebels, Stumbles, Klingon Empire, Stolen Cloaking Device, another Battle Cruiser, and the Horta. Okay, that's not too bad. Interesting card, at least. Would like to see the bridge crew, though. As many of them as I can get. Those are the expensive ones to buy if I gotta buy them. Especially Mr. Spock. Now I'm whining, though. Mr. Rom, course, they have Quark and a couple others. Nog, I think, is in the Mirror Universe. He's a rare. A lot of main characters are actually rare cards in this set. They have both the original series and the Deep Space Nine to do mirror cards with. Transporter mix-up. Looks like Deep Space Nine did more mirror episodes than anything until Discovery. Commander Lita. There we go. There's another main character, kind of. Lieutenant Kyle. Targus, just like a random Romulan. Captain Bashir. Like I said, they got a lot of main cast rares in this set. There's always one you don't get somehow. Self-sealing symbols, crossover again, Rebel Interceptor, and Overseer Odo from the Mirror Universe. That's our rare. This was what? The Ops, Mirror Universe Ops. I got a bunch of those. Rukor and Marauder. I got a bunch of Marauders just from this opening. Yeah, and this is one of those ones I bought a box or 2 years ago. Opened them up, got almost a complete set, and didn't do anything with it for a long time. Jake Sisko from the Mirror Universe. Actually, this isn't the Mirror Universe Jake Sisko, is it? This is the main universe, capable of infiltrating the Dominion. So this is the Jake Sisko that stayed on the space station when it was overrun by the Dominion. Oh, that last card was completely blurry. 35th rule of acquisition. That's when Miles and Kira were bouncing through time in one of the episodes. That was the mirror, the Trouble with Tribbles episode from Deep Space Nine, I think. Let's see. For Cardassia, that's the rare. Rhinox, Lance Cavort, and Historical Research. Any away team. When seated, you may download the Guardian of Forever. So that's the Guardian's planet. I don't remember what card the Guardian of Forever is in sets. Probably an artifact, but I don't remember. Constitution. There's the regular Lieutenant Merle. I'll set her with the rares even though she's not. Artillery Attack, I think, is the rare. Multi-dimensional transporter device. So I've only got 2 packs to go here. Chances are getting low on pulling my Spock, that's for sure. Construct Starship. Transporter Chief Kyle. Dilemma and Ensign Davis from the Mirror Universe. So one more pack. Then I'm going to have to go through these and sort and count. Get things figured out. Dorza, Mr. Andrews, Dr. Roger Corby, Dr. Falleron, I think she's the rare. Okay. Goras, and one more blood screening. And that's it. So I got Loron, Dr. Fallon, Construct Starship, Ferris, Jake Sisko, Overseer Odo, Captain Bashir, Commander Lita, Mr. Rom, Horta. There's the Marlows. I'll put them together. Bajoran Wormhole, or Bajoran Warship. There's Chapel, Tuvok, Uhura, Smiley, the Enterprise from the alternate universe, Tom Paris, and Chekhov, Mr. Sisko, Wayoon, Tantalus Field, Chief Surgeon McCoy, Captain Dax. And I brought these two so I could show them side by side, the normal universe and the mirror universe version of the character. So that's going to be it for now. Not too bad. I got one of my ultra rares at least. Funny thing is, it's the same ultra rare I pulled the first time around years ago. So I might have to go hunting to try to find my find that Spock ultra rare. I might buy another box of these. I don't know. That'll be at some point in the future. Anyway, ta-ta for now. Been fun.